Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're doing something a little different. A super fast-paced general knowledge challenge. It's all about testing what you know and, hey, maybe you'll pick up something new.
So here's the deal. 40 questions, and we're going to try to get through them in under 5 minutes. The clock is ticking, so I hope you're ready. Let's do this.
First up, we're taking a quick look at India. We'll be touching on some geography, a bit of culture, and some famous firsts. Let's see how well you know the country. Okay, round one, let's go. What's the largest state by area? Do you know India's highest dam? Which river is the Hirakud Dam on? What city is famously known as the Pink City? And last one for this round, which state is called the Spice Garden of India? Get those answers ready.
All right, time's up. Let's see the answers. The largest state is Rajasthan. India's highest dam is the Tehri Dam. The Hirakud is on the Mahanadi River. Of course, the Pink City is Jaipur, and the Spice Garden is Kerala. So, how'd you do in that first round?
No time to slow down. We're jumping straight into round two. Can you name the Manchester of India? What animal is Kaziranga National Park famous for? What's the highest peak in the entire world? In whose memory do we celebrate Teachers' Day? And to top it off, who was India's very first female governor? Let's check those answers. The Manchester of India is Ahmedabad. Kaziranga is famous for the incredible one-horned rhino. The world's highest peak is Mount Everest. Teachers' Day honors Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, and India's first female governor was the amazing Sarojini Naidu.
Okay, let's switch gears and move on to our next topic, our Constitution and politics. These are some really foundational facts that are pretty important for everyone to know.
First one for this section, and it's a big one. It's about the very creation of the Indian Constitution. Who was the chairman of the drafting committee? Think about the person who was the chief architect of this amazing document.
And yes, it was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. His leadership was absolutely essential in shaping the Constitution we follow today. A truly key piece of history right there.
All right, next up, this question is about one of our most fundamental rights. At what age does an Indian citizen get the power to cast their vote and help shape the future of the country?
And the answer is 18. It's such a simple number, but it represents a huge amount of power and responsibility in our democracy, doesn't it? Get ready for a civic blitz round. What's the president's term? 5 years. Maximum members in the Lok Sabha? 552. Who chairs the Rajya Sabha? The vice president. Who is the first citizen of India? The president. And where did the Panchayat Raj system first start? In Rajasthan. Phew, got all that? Now for something a bit more philosophical. What part of the Constitution is often called its very soul? We're not talking about a specific law here, but the core spirit of the whole document.
The answer is the preamble. And it's called the soul because it basically lays out the entire philosophy of the Constitution. You know, the goals of justice, liberty, equality. You can kind of think of it as the mission statement for the whole nation.
All right, we're shifting gears again. We're moving from civics over to the world of science. Let's explore some cool facts about everything from our own bodies to the digital universe.
It's time for a science challenge. Okay, what's the largest bone in the human body? What disease is caused by a lack of vitamin C? What's the chemical formula for water? Come on, you know this one. Which vitamin is crucial for blood clotting? And what do we call the brain of a computer?
So, how did you do on that round? The largest bone is the femur. A lack of vitamin C causes scurvy. Water is, of course, H2O. Vitamin K helps your blood clot. And the brain of a computer is the CPU, the central processing unit.
Okay, here's a tech question about something you probably type or see every single day. But do you actually know what it stands for? What is the full form of WWW?
Yep, it's that simple. World Wide Web. It's literally the foundation of how we browse the internet. Pretty cool, right?
And for our final section, we're going to dive into some of the beautiful details of Hindi grammar. This one's for all you language lovers out there.
Let's break down a couple of concepts here. The word pavan, when you do a sandhi vichhed, breaks down into pul plus an. The word ajaya literally means one who cannot be conquered. And the idiom undeki lati, which translates to a blind man's stick, is a metaphor for having only one source of support. Next up, a really classic example of antonyms, or vilom shabd. The opposite of prithvi, which means earth, is akash, or sky. It's a fundamental concept in pretty much any language.
And to wrap this whole thing up, a final blitz of grammar facts. Synonyms for kamal, or lotus, include pankaj and jalaj.
There are 8 types of karak, or grammatical cases. When 2 letters join, it's called sandhi. The idiom dal me kalahona means to be suspicious about something. And lastly, the correct spelling of ujjwal is right there on your screen.
And just like that, we have covered so much ground. So just take a quick second and think.